Okay, so the practical aspect of GetResponse, once you enter www.getresponse.com on your browser, you can have this page. So you can sign up if you don't have an account with them, and you can log in once you've created your account. So virtually you're going to pay for this platform because it is not free. But then if you want to try them for their trial days, which is 30 days, so you can go ahead and do that. Okay, so once you do that, you're gonna be on your dash page, so you can click on the landing page. So you can create a landing page by clicking this. So from there you can browse on every template you have on the page. So there are preset templates that you can use. They are all templates. You can click on general or the downloads or sales, whichever one that is that befits your business, you can use there. So you can also build from the scratch if you want to do it yourself. So we're going to be looking at which templates to use here. So let's use the one of this school. Okay, so here you're gonna put your landing page a name. Okay, so let's enter new school signups. Okay, so as an example, so you're gonna see everything that is needed there. So you can also design your thank you page for giving your customers once they click setup, so you can then sign up. Okay, so these are our landing page. Okay, so we have variant A and variant B. So you can actually click a second variant for a new design. You know, we talked about the A/B testing. So you can start changing some things from the variation A to B. For example, this button, say let's go, you may change it to maybe or on the variation A we have let's go. So you can change the variation A to, let's say, sign up today. So on the variation B we have let's go. So it's just a way of having separate maybe language or elements, but the same purpose on different pages to see the one that is going to catch the attention of your customers. Okay, so you can add another variation if you want. You can delete the variation if you don't want it. So, and the thank you page is the one that will be showing to your customer once they do what you want them to do. So you can edit all this as well depending on what you want, and if you want to delete it, you can actually delete it. So you can edit all this text, or if you don't want it, you can change the name. If you don't want that too, you can remove this chat representative if you don't want that. So back to our variation A. Here this is the desktop view, so you can also see the mobile view by clicking on the mobile view to see how it's going to be on mobile. You know, we said the last time that landing page should be mobile responsiveness, so that because a lot of your customers will be browsing with mobile phones. So let's click on mobile to see how. So this is how it looks on mobile version. So here you can also edit, you can hide some, you can rename some, you can remove what you think is done. For example, like this cloud, you can hide it. So once you hide it here, it's not going to be hidden on your desktop version. So you can hide it, you can redrag the elements and the information on the website depending on how you want it. So once you're doing that, it will showing you that there are some changes being made on the desktop version as well. So just for you to take note that there are now different elements on this and uh, the mobile view. So you can preview to see what you have. And the HTML, from the HTML code and the settings as well, is when it's going to be showing us the SEO settings. It's still going to show on the final page. So it's just a kind of telling the search engine what the title is and the description. So you can save and exit. You can save as a template depending on the one you want. So once you click next step, it moves you to the next page. Okay, so on this pane here we have some elements here that you can use in editing your landing page. Like I said earlier, you can add a section if I thought you want to add a section, because the landing page is divided by section. You can see virtually those colors are being divided here. So you can add a new section in between this if you want to add this. So all you just need is to drag and drop. So we've added a new section. So on this section now, you can add anything you want. Probably want to add a picture, a paragraph, and you can delete it if you don't want it. So also the section, you can increase and decrease in case if you don't want to add a new section, but you want to decrease and add something there. So it is possible with this platform. So you can also add a paragraph. So if you want to add more information to your site, if you're using a template, you can use the paragraph icon. So you can just drag and drop to where you want to add the text. You can edit, change the font, change the boldness, the formatting, and you can delete it if you don't want. You can add another one by clicking the plus button. Okay, so let's delete. So another one is the picture button. You can add picture if you want to, and the picture you can edit, you can replace, and you can also delete it as well if you don't want it, or you can duplicate or hide. Okay, so here we have a new button. If you want to add a new button, probably the button on the it's not really okay. So you can add a new button. You can link them. You can change color. So linking, you can link to a section. You can if you are linking to a section, it's going to take you to a particular section of your page, probably maybe the first section or the second section or the third section. So it's just like trying to tell your customers that you want only one action to be done. So if you're linking to section 1, once you click on the button, it will take you back to this first section. Okay, so and you can also link to a web address. If you're linking to a web address, once the person clicks that button, you enter the link URL there, it's going to take them to the website. So you can delete it if you don't want it as well. So you can add a new form to your page, something like this. This is a form. So if you don't want this, you can delete this form and add a new one onto it. So if you're adding anyone, just click, drag and drop. So once you drop, it's going to ask you what type of form would you like to use. Is it a sign up form, an exit form, download form, and the rest of them. So if you probably click an exit form, it's going to show you some preset template for exiting. So trying to ask a customer leaving so fast without doing what we ask you to do. So you can still try to tell the customer to do what you want them to do by still putting the button for the sign up here. So all we are concerned is just for them to do what we want, drop their email. Do you get? So we can delete this if you don't want it. Now you can also add shapes, box, circle, divider, or a line. You can add a timer, a countdown timer, if at all maybe you are offering your customer a some special offer that will be ending very soon. So you can set it, you can pick the date it's going to end, you can pick the time, so it's going to start counting down from there. So you can add this onto your page and you can delete it if it is not necessary. Okay, so you can also add a video element on your site if you want to add some videos onto it to describe some things to them. So if you want to embed some videos, you can get the link and put the link in here to embed it. Probably if you are bringing the video from YouTube, and you can delete. So this is a social button where you can add, like, tweet, share with friends. Likewise, a PayPal button if you want to receive payment, and HTML code. This is HTML code in case if what you want is not on the site, you can add your code. It's going to put it there for you. So you're not using this now. Okay, I forgot to tell you about this webinar icon. So you can drag and drop that on your page as well if you want them to register and take them to the webinar page if at all the webinar is going on at the moment, or they can just register in case of some other day. So let's delete this form first and see how our webinar works. So if you drag it up to there, you need to add the information of your webinar onto the page, onto that form. So once they register, it's going to link them to your webinar page. So probably if you're using Webinar Jam or something, you need to get your code and your user ID on and get it set here. So that is that about Webinar Jam button. So it's a cool one to use if at all you want to have a seminar online with maybe your clients or your customers or your students or whatever. So we are going to delete this and bring back the form we have there. Okay, so we now have our page ready. So the mobile version is telling us that we've made some changes, so we can click next step without editing our mobile again. So once you click next step, it's going to bring it down to this page. So on this page, you can set the title of your page and the description, because the title is going to tell the search engine button what the page is all about. That will show on your browser tab, and you can the description as well. For example, say don't miss our summer session. So this is telling us more about the page, that it's a school summer session. So you can also link your URL depending on what kind of domain you want. You can use any of these three. So, but if you're using grade.com or subscribe.me.now, whichever you want to use, you can use it. And if you want to add your own domain, you can do that, but they won't be able to launch that until they confirm that in the next 48 hours. So you can assign a new domain. So they will also tell you that you should ensure that the domain does not have any information on it, so that it won't affect the site that you have there. So you can also add a new domain by changing the DNS. This one can be done by a developer for you, or you can contact your host company to do that for you. Okay, so on the subscription settings, you can select a list if you've created one. If you haven't created one, you can create one for which the customer will be added. This is just like a kind of a segmentation in email marketing. Which customer is going to this place, which list is this email for, and the rest of them. So you can confirm if the person should come in or not, but it's better to check the confirm. You can also add a thank you page and add into the cycle on the day. So you can add a default thank you page like the one we designed. You can add a custom thank you page. If you have it on another page, then you put the URL. You can add you can put on stay or current page if at all you don't want to put the thank you page. We'll be using the default thank you page here, the one we designed in our settings. So the analytics and remarketing, you can use them. Remarketing. So remarketing, you can add a remarketing. So you can click on publish once you're done. So once you click on publish, we have our live site ready. So you can click on that link to see how your page is. So you can manage, create another one or something. So you can go ahead and create your own.